Yeah, so I guess the next topic I want to talk about, I found this really interesting, is here, at least in North America,
This is another negative topic.
I guess it's kind of negative. It's kind of
Like we all have a negative topic about Japan.
is I wouldn't say negative, just different
Okay,
culturally.
if you guys, if you really like Japanese and if you're dreaming about going to Japan and like anything, like probably you're watching Japanese like learning video on this channel because you like Japanese or Japan, but this is not good channel because I'm anti-Japanese
No, but
cultures.
it's talking about like do's and don'ts. How about that? And letting
Do's
people
and don'ts.
like, things you should do, things you shouldn't do in
Okay.
Japan. So this is a good one, right? Okay. So in North America, we kind of there's certain topics we try not to talk about when we meet someone new, maybe, or even our friends. So for instance, we don't ask people's age or how much money they make.
They do sometimes though.
Not supposed to. Or specifically, the topic we're talking about today is we don't ask people's weight, especially we don't ask girls' weight because it's kind of a sensitive topic. But in Japan, it seems like it's different.
Obviously, it's everyone know that it's not the polite thing to ask people's weight or probably age, but as in a fact, so many people does, and so many because all those guys are such a how to say, what's the bad word? Such a dick.
They're jerks.
Jerks.
Okay.
So like there's many jerks. So it's like, oh, like did you gain weight? Kind of thing. I think that's happened a lot, and here no one asks your weight.
Is it only jerks that ask that in Japan, or is it like family members would come and ask
Family
you?
member?
Would
Like
they?
my parents?
The cousins or like an aunt that hasn't seen you for a long time. Do they ask that?
Family member are grown up doesn't really tend to make me feel bad, so it's not. And like these questions like oh, did you gain weight or whatever, it's not really happened to me much. Maybe several times especially when I was younger, like high school or age, but not really happened to me. But I hear a lot of story about like my friends or like when I'm working and my coworker, and then the other worker asks my coworker like, hey, did you gain weight or something? So I feel like, oh, that's so rude. And also this is like here I don't know how to explain. I always don't want to say like 100% or not, right? But even you're like chubbier or fat or bigger or skinnier, everybody has a partner. Not everybody, but like, not despite of the appearance, people has girlfriends, boyfriend, and spending a happy life. In Japan, it's really like if you're not attractive appearance, and then you don't have a partner, and that's really like common. Like people more like surprised if you're like not attractive appear physically, or it's not attractive, and then don't have, if you have a boyfriend, it's like why it's gonna. So people really, I already talk about, right? We talk about like how people care about the appearance, but in terms of weight, here I feel like the personality is great, and it, like it's just no matter how bigger the wife is or girlfriend is, the guy treat them so nice. They're proud of them, and probably you too. Like you don't really like the girls like super skinny that you're talking about, but Asian guys tend to prefer the girls like really skinny, ボニボニ感じ。
Bony pony.
It's all depending on person.
Probably. Yeah.
But what I feel, like maybe the percentage is a lot of higher that the Japanese people just like judge the girls by weight.
Okay. And are they more vocal about it? Like they would tell you or
Yeah.
ask you?
Yeah.
But why do you think that is, that it's more socially acceptable to ask someone's weight in Japan?
It's not acceptable for me, but it's so acceptable. I mean, the girls girls hurts and they try to lose weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no one stands up. I'm beautiful. I'm just the way I am. Like they don't have a confidence. So it's like accepting what guys say and try to change themselves. That's one of the reasons maybe Asian girls are skinnier than North American. It's our diet is different, but I don't think it's only that. It's more like we are under the pressure. Yeah, I think so. The reason why guy does that, because they're assholes, and I think it's education. So I strongly believe that maybe not only guy, but how the boy grown up based on the father. They look at the father. So how they treat their girlfriend or girls, it's like how his father treat the wife and stuff, right? Or other female. So it's all the acceptable in the country and culture, things happening. I think it's most of the cultures are same.
I think here, I'm sure a huge part of it is just based on your upbringing. But at the same time, if the culture makes it kind of taboo to talk about certain things, you maintain that. So I guess my question is why in Japan it's maybe less taboo to talk about it. But you've kind of already gone through that.